All right, so the next thing we're going to do is we're going to draw a window over on this side. So again, we want to go ahead and leave about, I would say a finger space from the edge. So I'm going to measure this up right here, and then that end is going to go to my vanishing point. And we're going to go ahead and make a line that goes this way on this wall. It's a guideline, don't keep the whole thing on there. And then from the bottom side, you're going to do a bigger space. So it's going to go from here this way. I'm leaving about 2 finger space this way on this side. And we're going to go ahead and make your guideline coming out this way like that. And that's going to be the top of the top and the bottom of the window. So the next thing you're going to do is go ahead and add a parallel line that's going to come here. I mean a vertical line that's going to come here to get the side of the window. So it's going to look like this. So from this line, this guideline that I just made, down to this bottom guideline, I'm going to keep that, so that's going to be my window, and then I'm going to put one on the other side. Okay, so these right here, from here to here, these should be parallel to each other, parallel to the edge of your, that's going to be the window. This is the top of the window, so we can go ahead now and darken this up. Okay, so like 1 point perspective takes a lot of, it's kind of, it's so exact that it takes patience when you're drawing this, but if you get it pretty right on, it will look pretty decent anyway. The next thing you're going to do is on this corner, we're going to make a small little horizontal line. So this line needs to be parallel to the horizon, to the bottom of your paper. It's going to go like that. You're going to do the same thing here. So this is going to be the third dimension in your window. Okay, and then you'll connect these two. So this should be a vertical line that is pretty parallel to your, I didn't go long enough. And then for this corner right here, that's going to go toward the vanishing point to that corner, this corner here, and that's going to come out here, and we'll go ahead and draw that to there. Now we're getting the inside part of the window. This will go to that corner, from the corner to the vanishing point, and then we'll go here. We'll make that nice and dark. So now you've got your window there. Okay, and again, those other lines are just there for your guiding. Okay, so now we can look out that window. So over here on this side, let's go ahead and draw a little doorknob. Okay, so we'll go ahead and make something that looks round like this, and then we can give it a little bit of a thicker side on this side and go like a little thin, something like that. Okay, now we've got a doorknob here. And then what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and add a window on this back side. So we can make the height of the window about the same as this. So what we see right here, when it comes in about, we're going to go ahead and leave about that much space here from the top. And you're going to make a smaller rectangle in here. So we'll go like this. Try to keep it even on both sides from the edges of the wall. And then make the bottom side underneath the horizon line, right? That's our horizon line. So a little underneath the horizon line, above the table, of course. We're going to go ahead and add a line that is horizontal here. Okay, and then we'll connect it with some vertical lines. So these lines will go straight up and down. You want to always make sure that if you're good with like just kind of eyeballing it, you can go ahead and eyeball it. Use your straight edge if you must. Okay, so there we go. Now we've got our window there. Since we're going to get the third dimension in here, what we want to do is we want to make lines that go in toward the vanishing point from all the corners. So it'll go like this. This is our guideline. We're going to go in there from that corner. All the corners in this rectangle are going to go toward the vanishing point. Now once we get all those corners in, what we'll do is we'll make another rectangle inside from those two lines that we just put right here. We'll make a diagonal line that's going to look like this. I mean a horizontal line that's going to look like this. And then this one will come down and touch here. This one will come down and touch here, the one that's coming out of the corner, and then we'll go straight across on this side. And we've got our window now, so we can go ahead and darken those edges, those corners, and we can look out the window now. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to add a little light source coming from the ceiling. So right around here, right around the center of our work, we're going to go ahead and add a little light like that looks like this. 2 lines that look like that. And then at the end, we'll just kind of draw an ellipse. Hold on, did that a little long. We'll just draw an ellipse like this. Okay, and once we've got that ellipse in there, then what we can do is we can go ahead and add these, go up to the top like this. And we can have our little light bulb in here. Okay, so we can, again, like I said, we can erase some of this stuff that's inside of here. We don't need all that. You can just kind of leave that right there. And all the lines that are in here, we can erase them in a minute. So what we're going to do next is we're going to go ahead and put something on the table. Okay, so we're going to bring a line coming off from the vanishing point, and we're just going to make a little rectangle in here. So that's going to be one side. I made that too long. And this is going to be the other side, and it's just going to be like a little book right in here. These lines should be parallel to this, and these should be going toward the vanishing point. And then we'll just add like a little lip here. So this is going to go straight down, add a 3rd dimension in here, and this bottom corner is going toward the vanishing point. Okay, so we got that in there. And then the next thing we can do, yeah, these corners, these just go straight down right there, and then you connect them like a rectangle, and the bottom corner goes toward that. So next thing we can do is we can erase all the stuff that's in the window, okay, that is not the vanishing point and the horizon. We'll leave that in there for now. So I'm going to erase everything that is inside of here. That is not the vanishing point and not the horizon. So the horizon is the one that goes straight across. So I'm going to erase all this other stuff down here. So there's my vanishing point. I can still see it. I can kind of erase some of this stuff that's here. We don't need all these things anymore that are out on the wall. I'm going to darken that back up. It really does take a little bit of patience to kind of get these, when you start drawing one-point perspective. And again, if you understand that you can eyeball the stuff, then you don't have to make these lines in there. But you have to understand that all the lines do need to go to that vanishing point pretty on point. Okay, like pretty well done. So all these little lines here we don't need. I'm just going to keep the window. I'm going to erase the vanishing point on the walls right now. I mean the horizon line on the walls. We won't need it here either. But through the windows we're probably going to need a little bit of it. Alright, and then the next thing we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and just add a little something on this table. So we can go ahead and make a little ellipse down here. And then make a little line going up. Another line going up, and we can erase that right through there, over here. And I can kind of see it a little bit, and it's okay because I can make this look like it's a vase. We can see these things coming out right here. Just put some little flowers or something in here. Do a couple of little And then we'll just add a little bit of shadow shading on the bottom. And we'll add a little shadowing on the side over here. Since our window's over here, so our light's going to be coming in this way. Just a little light. We can go in the inside of the leg and just shade a little bit on that. And then we can shade this in here, opposite side, we can add a little bit of shading in there. And then on the outside of this, over here, maybe a little thick on this, something like that. We can shade this side of the window, this little third dimension in here. And then maybe this wall over here, we can also kind of add a little value to the side. We don't have to be too particular, we're just kind of getting a little bit of a graze so that you can kind of see the lights coming in through this window on our opposite side. Just blend that up a little bit so it gets gray up in here. So if I go against the grain, I should be able to blend those. So I'm not press very hard on that pencil marks. And then the next thing we'll do, I got that dirty, I don't like it. The next thing we'll do is we're going to go ahead and we shaded this area too, so we can blend that as well. We can add another little piece right here, like a little rectangle. That'll just kind of come out and go parallel there, back there. So it looks like a little windowsill right in there. You can bring a little bit of shading off onto this side as well. Then what we can do is we'll add a little bit of stuff outside here. So we're going to make it look like there's water. So you can just kind of add a little bit of water outside the window, like so. Again, I'm just using little wavy lines on this. We make some darker ones, lighter ones, and then we can just kind of blend that up. And then you can go with the eraser and kind of get some little highlights too. Look like water outside the window, hopefully. And we'll add a little bit of a frame around this as well. So you can just kind of make another parallel line that's going to do this. And that's going to go toward the vanishing point. This is going to go straight up and down. This line will go toward the vanishing point, so it's get a little thicker on this end. And then up here as well. This will just go straight up and down. So we get a little frame around our window, and you can kind of lighten that up. I missed that part earlier. That's pretty much that. We'll add a little bit of water to the backside over here. So go ahead and add your little water back there. You can even have like a little sailboat on there on the water. Just kind of add a little shade.